Good evening, everybody, and happy March to you. I am happy to say that, at least in Washington, D.C., March has come in like a lamb today, and it's been so nice to have the warmer weather, to feel free, and I even heard the birds chirping this morning as I was out early, so welcome spring, which will be here soon enough, and welcome to you. And thank you for being here tonight for our evening meditation, where we take just a few moments to be in the stillness and to reflect on a message that we get from Spirit, who is guiding us through the beautiful Earth Magic cards that we know and love so well. And so we use the cards to just guide us along, to share something with us that we might need to pay attention to as this week goes on, maybe from tonight forward or for the next 7 days. But it is a message that we are here to receive together, as well as a community. So we do this by drawing one card, and we draw the card that is on the top of the deck after I have moved it around a bit, added my energy, and while I'm adding my energy and shuffling the cards, you're going to add your energy to them as well. You can hold your hands up, you can just kind of guide it by closing your eyes, however you choose to add your energy to the cards as I'm shuffling them, you can choose. And we will then make that selection, which will be the selection of all of the energies that we put into those cards. Even if you're watching the recording after we've done this in real time, it is still your energy. The card that is still drawn is still relevant to you or your community or your specific set of circumstances. So it's not hard. It just requires us to be still for a few moments and to enjoy the guided meditation, the guided imagery, the time to relax and gear up for the rest of our week and the weekend. It's easy, and it's March. So let's march on, shall we? Now I'm going to begin to shuffle the cards, as you all know I do, and you can add that energy right now. I'm going to feel it from you all. Glad to see everybody that has joined us tonight. Welcome to Joyce and Kelly, hello, and Sandra, Virginia, and Karina, Welcome. So I'm shuffling the cards. And your card for this week, or tonight, is... oh my. So some cards we get more than once. Even though there are several cards in this deck I've never drawn. We have drawn this card, and we just drew it a few weeks ago. Lightning, power. What a wonderful card to draw, though, isn't it? And I'm going to have you take a look at it here, and then I'm going to put it in another space where you can look at it more closely. And then I can read a little bit about the card, and you can look at the card and just clock how you're feeling when you look at the card, what the words mean, what lightning means to you, what the word power means to you, what the image in the card means to you as we read a little bit more about what is here. And then we will take some time to go into the stillness and meditate together. Lightning and power. And I turned right to the page. Believe it or not, right to the page. Lightning. Power. We see power all around us. It's in the mountains, the meadows, and clouds. In fact, in every expression of nature. Yet, there isn't a more dramatic display of nature's power than lightning. It electrifies and splits the atmosphere such that when the heated air comes rushing together, we hear thunder, the applause of the gods. Lightning sharpens our senses and triggers fear and awe. We see these forked beams of brilliant light jump from the sky, and our instinctual vigilance is triggered in anticipation of the roar that follows. We naturally seek shelter from the storm and are grateful when we are already being sheltered. This demonstration of the power of creation is yet another way to remind us that we are not in control of the natural world. When we witness nature's power with open hearts and minds, we see that it is neither destructive nor constructive. It simply is. The power is available to you. The force of life itself is neutral. It is neither inherently good nor bad. It is how you utilize it that will determine whether it is ultimately harmful or life-giving and congruent with the will of spirit that pulses through you. What is required is awareness of your intention, your values, and your willingness to act on them under the particular circumstances of your inquiry. Although you may see yourself as using this power for good, do not allow yourself to get caught up in the duality of good or bad in determining your decisions or actions. Through prayer or ceremony, you can tap into the spiritual force, and by paying close attention to Spirit's prompting, your choice will ultimately be revealed to you, one that is beyond your physical perspective. From there, you can continue to access this divine power that is the very force driving the universe. So what does this mean? What does this mean for you? What does this mean to you? As we look at the card, we see that lightning bolt striking the ocean. We see and can hear almost the thunder as it rolls over and the storm from the skies start to make the waves and toss and turn. I think we can see the wind blowing some leaves or some plants on the side of the cliff there. So there's a lot going on here. This is a powerful moment in this card. So it's a powerful moment for you right now, for me right now, for us, as we draw this card, as we reflect on what it means. And then as we take what we have reflected on and apply it from whatever time we have once we leave this space tonight. So beyond its reflection, we are guided in any message to take that message and apply it in our daily lives. Where do you need to claim power or to recognize power? Where do you need to reflect on the use of that power? Again, being careful to not fall into the temptation of duality, of whether your power is for good or for bad, but where it is used best for you in your discernment. It's a card about power. It's a card about empowerment as well. And so as we listen tonight to the tones that guide us, as we begin to relax and reflect and go where the card takes us, or where our mind takes us, or where our imagination takes us, this is your night and this is your power. So it's that time. Let's get comfortable. David G., a wonderful meditation guru, talks about making a nest, which I think is just such a beautiful imagery. Make your nest around you right now. Blankets, pillows, whatever you need to become comfortable, to get yourself comfortable, to relax yet remain energized is what you want to do now. And we will then enter into the stillness. We will go where we are guided to go to reflect on power. There we see the card. And as we always do, let us begin by relaxing ourselves. We've made our nest. Now we want to pay attention to our breathing. So we're going to inhale through our nose, fill our whole body up with oxygen, pause for a moment, and then exhale with intention. Exhale deliberately. So let's inhale together and hold and exhale. Inhale again and hold and exhale. Inhale again and hold and exhale. And inhale one more time and hold and exhale. And now as we listen to the tones of our steel drum tonight, each breath, along with the tone, draws us into a deeper state of relaxation. More and more relaxed. deeper and deeper into ourselves. And as we become more and more relaxed, we begin to draw that image from the card into our mind's eye. We feel ourselves looking at this image, staring at it in our mind's eye. That the elements that we remember from looking at it, the lightning bolt, the ocean, as we stare at this card in our mind's eye, we begin to feel it grow bigger and bigger and bigger in our mind's eye until we find ourselves in the card. Bigger and bigger the card gets, the more and more we find ourselves immersed in the image of the card and all of the visceral experiences that are going on within that card. Can we feel the wind blowing and whipping? Can we feel ourselves experiencing the waves of the ocean, but all from a space of observance? We are in the card, and yet we are safe and calm, but able to feel all of the elements taking place within the card. We can feel the salt in the ocean on our faces, in our mind's eye. You can see the crack of thunder or the crack of lightning race across the sky. And the thunder that follows it. But most of all, we can feel the power coming from this card. We can feel the power of the lightning. As it cracks across the sky, it's like we feel that power deep in our souls. We feel the power of the roar of thunder that follows. We can feel it rise within us. just allow ourselves to be taken away by this power and guided by whatever image this power offers us. Whatever message it is sharing with us, our unique and special guided message from our own power source. So just relax and listen and hear and know. What was the message of power for us this evening? That power that comes from within. Power represented by the lightning we see in the image, cracking across the sky, cracking down to earth. Then we know is followed by the roar of thunder. What are we claiming as ours for power? And how can we use this power to help others find theirs? our power is to be used and shared, and our discovery of it is a discovery that is open to each and every person we encounter. How can we help others discover their own personal lightning? And knowing that all of the answers we've received this evening are there right at the edge of our consciousness, ready to be accessed and used and deployed and shared. And knowing this, we feel safe, we feel powerful, we feel ready to return to our physical plane and our bodies. And as we decide this, we begin to sense the image that we find ourselves in begin to shrink, draw away from us, until we find ourselves on the outside of it, looking into it. And as we gaze, all of the movement that we've been seeing and experiencing, the ocean waves, the plants blowing in the wind, the storm clouds, the cracks of lightning bolts, all become two-dimensional again, appearing as a card, appearing as an image. And we choose now to completely re-enter our physical body. And once again, we just remember that our breath is there and has always been there. And so we just attach ourselves to that remembering. There it is as it enters through our nose and out through our mouth. We remember our breathing. We remember our breathing that has never stopped. And to return completely to our physical bodies, we will take 3 quick breaths. And on the third one, we will open our eyes. So let's begin that return. Inhale and exhale. Inhale again and exhale. And one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Welcome back. Just a quick journey into the image of the card to claim that power. And so as we move through this week, be aware of that power within you. Be aware of it. in every situation that you encounter, from the most relaxed situations to the most intense situations. It is there, quietly, ready to be drawn on and ready to be shared. There's strength in that power. There's vulnerability in that power. There's power that comes from vulnerability. So know that lightning bolt and that wonderful clap of thunder exists right behind it to remind everyone that you are here. And that if necessary, you can be the storm that you need to be, or you can quiet down, just be internally powerful, and gain yourself through it. It's not too hard, right? None of this is hard. It's just a matter of remembering. It's a matter of sitting in the stillness and aligning with it all. So it's a beautiful evening here. I hope that if you are in the DC area that you will be able to get a few more breaths of this beautiful, fresh, spring-like air. And if you are joining us from anywhere else in the country or around the world, that you have a beautiful day or evening whenever you're catching us, and that you most importantly return to us. We are here next Wednesday, and we are here the following Wednesday. And on the fourth Wednesday of this month, we'll have our virtual Reiki share. But always something on Wednesday to center and move forward. Lots of things coming up at ISD, and I'm just going to invite you to check our website, www.isd-dc.org. And so with that, I will say farewell and good night. Thank you for being here.